Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Online Ranked Duels. Today we have a bit of a subscriber double whammy. This deck which I'm using was requested by Tosin Biala to make a BATTLIN boxer deck, and I thought why not? That sounds like fun. And also we're playing against ALITO'S 2014, who is learning the game for the first time and asked to play against me. And so I thought, yeah, sure, absolutely. And if anybody else wants to play against me and get some feedback on their decks, or just wants to play for a good game and be in a video, you're more than welcome to do so. Add me to PSN the Arnold's play and we can play anytime. So into the main deck here and into what we're trying to accomplish. This BATTLIN boxer build is a bit more different from ones I've run in the past. Typically when you see BATTLIN boxer decks, they're mostly focusing on XE summoning. A lot of their best monsters are XE monsters, and therefore you want to summon multiple cards as materials to use for your XE summons. This one's a bit different, however I decided to take advantage more of the full roster of BATTLIN boxers, particularly Rib Gardener and Counterpunch. Rib Gardener and Counterpunch have effects which can be activated in the hand or the graveyard, and so I thought why not run a mill variant of BATTLIN boxers. We're using lots and lots of cards that can actually activate in the hand and the graveyard and take advantage of that synergy with those other cards. So we have cards like Rib Gardener which can activate in the hand or the graveyard and banish a BATTLIN boxer on your field for a turn or so and then return it back to the field, which is really good for dodging nasty effects. Then you've got Counterpunch, which can banish itself again similarly, let's say Rib Gardener, and increase the attack of a BATTLIN boxer by 1000, kind of like Honest, an Honest that you can use from the graveyard or your hand. As well as that, we also have other cards on the deck like Glow Up Bulb, Plague Spreader Zombie, Galaxy Cyclone and Breakthrough Skill, which can also be used from the graveyard, and so the idea of milling cards in your graveyard isn't too bad. Similarly, one of the key cards of the deck, BATTLIN Boxer Spirits, is a monster reborn just for BATTLIN boxers that also mills cards at the top card of your deck to the graveyard. So again, you've got that synergy of milling, using your graveyard as a toolbox and a resource in order to keep your hand and your field presence quite full. So on the field here, we are now going to activate Needlebug Nest, and we're going to mill 5 cards from the top of our deck and send it to the graveyard, and then we're going to activate Galaxy Cyclone again to destroy one face-up spell or trap card. I decided to try Axe of Despair because I'm not quite sure why my opponent used Axe of Despair on my own monsters. I thought maybe there's some kind of combo that I'm not aware of here, but nothing seemed to have taken place. And now we've normal summoned another copy of BATTLIN Boxer Glassjaw. BATTLIN Boxer Glassjaw is a bit of a beat stick. He is a very strong monster, and when he is destroyed, you get to add one BATTLIN Boxer from your graveyard to your hand. Again, more graveyard recovery, which I really like with this build. I think the idea of going for milling kind of works quite well with it. So now in my turn, I've opted to summon out Nova Kaiser. Nova Kaiser is an awesome rank 4 monster for BATTLIN boxers, and why it's so awesome is that when it is destroyed, as it is being done now, I get to special summon as many monsters, BATTLIN boxer monsters from my graveyard to the field, equal to the amount of XE materials attached to the card. So I had 3 materials on the card thanks to its own effect, and so I get to special summon 3 monsters from my graveyard. It's a nice little loop. If this was a deck which was in the older area where banishing cards and bouncing cards wasn't so easy to do, and we only had destruction cards, then this card deck would be very strong, absolutely. However, there are ways to play around it. And so the loop is that you play Nova Kaiser, you attach cards to it, then when it's destroyed you special summon those cards, and then you get to play Nova Kaiser all over again and use more of your materials to fuel it and keep it going. Of course, eventually you might run out, and so other options instead of using Nova Kaiser are also BATTLIN Boxer Lee Joke, which is also a very good XE's monster in its own right, but we won't see that in this game here. Over to ALITO'S last turn here. He summons out Kyberman knowing that he's kind of beat here, and he's going to pass over to myself, and this is going to be game right here right now as I attack his monster and finish up the duel. Hey guys, much appreciated for staying towards the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel and tuning into the video. Here is the deck build. As I said earlier, there are 15 cards in this deck which can be activated from the graveyard, and when combined with cards like BATTLIN Boxer Spirits, Foolish Burial and Needlebug Nest, you can get them into the graveyard quite quickly and recover them through means such as Soul Charge, the Warrior Returning Alive, and also Elder Entity Norden. It's quite a fun deck, and I'm going to be testing it a bit more on my live stream over at the Arnold's Twitch, where I stream every day at 7 PM and also other times, so feel free to come and check it out there if you want to see it in action a bit more. Also, just if anybody else has any requests or for what decks they would like to see, please leave a comment down below and I will try and fulfill them to the best of my ability. I was asked to do a Beals deck, but I just realized I only have one copy of Beals, so I'm gonna have to work towards getting some more copies of that. But otherwise, I will be back tomorrow with another video. Thank you as always for watching and take care.